Blessings, and how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well, my brothers and sisters and new friends. If you're new here, welcome to the family. And I'm going to be getting this out of the way, and then I'm going to hit uh, 5 subjects today, guys. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because um, it's like the whole teaching. I want to hit a couple points, very important points about God's return. So it's gonna I break them down in 4 videos because they're very long. It's 20 points, so I'm gonna break it down in and sorry about that, in 4 videos. So I'm gonna hit 5 points today, and then the second video I'm gonna hit another 5 points, and so on, the third and the fourth as well. But it's gonna be very interesting, guys. So you want to know this. It's called Signs You Need to Watch Out for God's Second Coming, and I hit 20 very important points that you need to know. So we're going to be learning that. And also, I'm going to get this out of the way. If you're new here, welcome. And I encourage you to subscribe. And let me tell you why I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. My channel, my whole goal is to uplift anybody that's going through something with either a poem, a devotional, a prayer, a promise, or simply a teaching, and also spreading the Lord's love. That's my whole goal of this channel. And that's why I encourage you to subscribe and also to share with somebody that needs an uplifting or a word of God in their life, that could help them out. If you feel like it was a blessing to you, any of this, on any video of this content, if you feel it's a blessing to you, then make sure that you share with that person as well, so they could be blessed as well. And also, like and comment, because I like to interact with you guys. And if you're shy, to comment under my videos, then you could easily hit me up directly to my Instagram or to my TikTok or on email. You can contact me directly. I always leave like everything in the description box, as well as the Bible verses that I read on the videos. So guys, with all this out of the way, that I let you guys know and so on, I'm going to be getting into the video of today. And like I said, I'm going to be breaking it down because it's 20 points and they're very interesting. So stick around. It's gonna be 4 videos, and as always, like I do Bible, like I do bilingual. So this is gonna be like Tuesdays is gonna be like the English version, and Spanish is gonna be on Thursday. So, and it's the same teaching, but it's just in Spanish. I like to do it like that because there's a lot of people that speak only Spanish, and there's a lot of people that only speak English or bilingual. So yeah, that's why I do what I do. But with all that being said, I'm gonna stop talking now, guys, and I'm just gonna get into it because I'm excited about these videos. They're very interesting, and I did it like that because I wanted to do it like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and you guys get blessed with them, and you guys learn, because it's really interesting, I'm telling you. So with all that being said, I'm gonna stop my blabbering now, and I'm just gonna jump into it. Hold up, guys. All right, guys. So I'm going to be reading a couple of Bible verses, and the first question I'm going to hit that a lot of people are asking is, can the most unimaginable happen? Now, I found a couple Bible verses of this certain question, and we're going to see what the Bible is going to teach us towards this question. Can the most unimaginable happen? So the first Bible verse is going to be found in Luke 21, Bible verse 36. So with that being said, guys, let's get in it. It says, keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors and stand before the Son of Man. So pretty much he's telling us here that we need to pray and we need to keep alert at all times, because we need to pray so he can keep us strong enough to escape the horrors that are coming. So I don't even want to imagine, guys. I mean, damn, it's gonna be horrible. So with that being said, guys, let's get into the next Bible verse, and that's going to be found in Luke 21 as well. It's gonna be 31 to 33. So let's see. Let me find it. Bear with me, guys. So 31 to 33. All right. It says, in the same way, when you see all these things taking place, you know that the kingdom of God is near. I tell you the truth, this generation will not pass from the scene until all generation will not pass. Rewind. Sorry about that, guys. Let me reread it. I got a little bit mixed up here because my Bible in English has the words very small, and I get confused at times. So let me reread that. And it's Luke 21, verses 31 to 33. And it says, in the same way, when you see all these things taking place, you can know that the kingdom of God is near. I tell you the truth, this generation will not pass from the scene until all these things have taken place. Heaven and earth will disappear, but my words will never disappear. See? So he's pretty much saying that everything has to take place, whatever he speaks of in the Bible, all the horrors that we find in Revelations and throughout the Bible, it's gonna happen. So we need to be ready with that, guys, because it's gonna get crazy. But anyways, guys, with that being said, let's get into the next Bible verse. All right, guys, now we're gonna be jumping into Matthew 24, Bible verses 21 through 22. And that says, for there will be greater anguish than at any time since the world began, and it will never be so great again. In fact, unless that time of bear with me, calamity is shortened, not a single person will survive, but it will be shortened for the sake of God's chosen ones. Damn, it's gonna be horrible, guys. So that's to answer the question, can the most unimaginable happen? Damn, it's gonna get crazy, guys, I'm telling you. But now with that being said, let's get into the next Bible verse. All right, guys, now we're gonna be jumping into Daniel chapter 12 verse 10. Okay, and that says, many will be purified, cleansed, and refined by these trials, but the wicked will continue in their wickedness, and none of them will understand. Only those who are wise will know what it means. Wow. So it's gonna be pretty much crazy, my brothers and sisters. What do you guys think about that? Like, let me know down in the comment below, like, what are your thoughts on it? Or if you are shy about it, it's okay. You could either hit me up directly and I'll be more than glad to answer you, yeah, because I like to chit chat with you guys. I like to get to know you guys. But anyways, guys, with that being said, let's jump into the next Bible verse. Okay, and that's going to be found in Luke 21 36. Sorry about that. Luke 21, yeah, 36 actually. So I was right, and it's right here. Keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors, and stand before the Son of Man. Which is pretty much the same thing on that I read at the beginning, but that's really good. I wrote it twice because I'm reminding you guys with this Bible verse that you guys need to pray, because it says right here to keep alert at all times and pray that that you might be strong enough to escape the coming horrors and stand before the Son of Man. So it's gonna be crazy, guys. But what do you guys think of all this I just read? Let me know, in the comments down below. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump into the next question. So bear with me, guys. All right, guys. Now we're going to be getting into right here. This point I wrote: wars, violence, and lawlessness. Now I want to hit these points where it talks about wars, violence, and lawlessness. So I got can the most imaginable happen already down, and I read to you a couple Bible verses I found based on this question. I explained to you if something unimaginable was going to happen, which is the answer is yes. I read a couple Bible verses based on that, but now I want to hit wars, violence, and lawlessness. And we're kind of seeing that already, a little by little. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to hit a couple Bible verses based on what the Lord talks about that. So, let's see. The first Bible verse is going to be found in Matthew 24, verses 6 through 7. So, it says, the leading priest picked up the coins. Bear with me. Nope, wrong chapter again, guys. Bear with me. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get to the right one. This is Matthew 24, chapter 24, verses 6 through 7. So, it says, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars. But don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. See? So right there he's letting us know that, yes, there will be, such things as wars, violence, and lawlessness, but that's not the end yet. But it's kind of leading towards that. So we are kind of seeing that nowadays, little by little. For instance, I hear a lot of rumors going around. I see a lot of crazy stuff going around the world. But let me know what you guys think. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on these certain points that I'm hitting, guys? Like, let me know straight out, down in the comments below, or contact me directly on my email, either TikTok or Instagram. Let me know directly, because I want to know your guys' opinions. What do you guys think? What are you guys being bothered about? Maybe I could pray for you or help you out with some advice or an uplifting or anything, really. But with that being said, guys, I want to jump into the next Bible verse, which is found still in Matthew 24, except it's going to be found in 12 now. So, give me a little bit of time to find it. I just found it. So that's Bible verse is found in Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. So 12. Sorry about that, guys. I'm a little bit nervous today. Don't know why, because I guess I want to do this Bible video to honor and glory for God, But I get a little bit nervous because I want to make everything good, on God's eyes. But I'm trying my best, so don't judge me. Still learning my way as well. Anyways, guys, so that's Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. So let's go ahead and read it. And it says, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. And we see that nowadays, guys. A lot of people are living crazier than ever, or like they're deciding to leave God, which is kind of horrible. But it says in the Bible that a lot of Christians, love will grow cold, or you see it growing cold with their couples, with their kids, etc. Not just Christianity either, but in a lot of other aspects of life, it's horrible right now. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna jump into the next Bible verse, so bear with me. Alright, guys, now we're gonna be reading 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 5. So let's get at it, guys, to see what the good Lord's gonna tell us here. So it says, you should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times. For people will love only themselves and their money. We see that happening already. They will be boastful and proud. We see that definitely happening already. Scoffing at God, disobedient to their parents, and ungrateful. They will consider nothing scared. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. Stay away from people like that. And he's shouting. But if you ask me, guys, we see that happening nowadays. You see a lot of pride going on. You see a lot of self-love. You see a lot of hatred. You see a lot of fighting. You see brothers betraying brothers, killing each other, sisters, family, kids. A lot of disrespect. Nothing is like how it used to be back then. If you ask me, everything is more crazier and more just corrupted. This world's getting more insane and insane by the second. So I don't know about you guys, but let me know what are your opinions and what do you think of these points I'm hitting. Like I said, this is gonna be a very long video. It's 20 points, but I separated it into 4 videos. So I'm gonna be teaching today 5 points, another 5 points in the second video, another 5 points in the third video, and lastly another 5 points in the fourth video, plus some tips. So be tuned, guys. I'm going to be getting into the next point that I want to talk about. Okay, so bear with me, guys. Alright, my fellow fam bam and new friends that are here with me. Now I'm going to hit the third point of this video, and it's drought and famine. So we're going to read about that, what the Lord talks about that, and I found a couple of good Bible verses. So with that being said, let's get in it. Okay, the first Bible verse is going to be found in let me see, Matthew chapter 24 verse 7. So bear with me, guys, while I find it. Okay, here it is. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. So right here, he's letting us know straight out that there will be famine and earthquakes in different parts of the world. So I guess the answer is yeah, there will be famine and drought. So pretty much that's something that there will be encountered in the last days. Signs, to watch out for God's second coming. So, but it's not the end yet. He specifies that very clearly. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to be jumping into the next Bible verse. Alright, guys, we're back. Now we're going to be jumping into 1 Kings chapter 8 verses 35 and 36. Let's see what the good Lord is going to be speaking to us there about. Okay, guys, let me see. Let me find it. I'll be back. Alright, guys, so that's 1 Kings chapter 8 verses 35 to 36. And that says, if the skies are shut up and there is no rain because your people have sinned against you, and if they pray toward this temple and acknowledge your name and turn from their sins because you have punished them, then hear from heaven and forgive the sins of your servants, your people Israel. Teach them to follow the right path and send rain on your land that you have given to your people as their special possession. So I guess right here is some sort of prayer towards God where they're telling him, to I guess to send rain and help those who are doing right, and that they try to teach others the right path, but they don't want to listen. So it's pretty much what they're talking about here. But if you guys think otherwise, then let me know. What are your thoughts on it? Okay, guys. But with that being said, I'm going to be jumping into the next Bible verse I found that talks about drought and famine. Let's see what the Lord's going to be talking to us about those points, So bear with me. Alright, my fam bam and brothers and sisters and new friends, we're back. Now we're going to jump into Hebrews chapter 10, Bible verses 30 and 31. So that says, for we know the one who said, I will take revenge, I will pay them back. He also said, the Lord will judge his own people. It is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living God. That is what it says here. So Yeah, guys, it's quite crazy. Everything that's going on around us, and I just, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know down in the comments below, or contact me directly. I would be more than gladly to hear your guys' opinions and respond back, or just chit chat. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be jumping into the next Bible verse, so let's get it. All right, now we're gonna be jumping into Revelation chapter 6, Bible verses 5 and 6, and that says, "When the Lamb broke the third seal, I heard the third living being say, 'Come!' I looked up and saw a black horse, and its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hands. And I heard a voice from among the four living beings say, 'A loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay, and don't waste the olive oil and wine.'" So right here, it's Revelation. So I love all this chapter myself. Well, I love the whole Bible, but Revelations is one of my favorite because he right there they're speaking about everything that's gonna happen in the end of times, signs of the Lord, when His second return's coming. So, yeah, guys, what were your guys' thought on this point I hit, drought and famine? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys, got the answer you were looking for, if not, then contact me directly or just let me know down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Now I'm going to be hitting point number 4. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. And yeah, guys, if you guys like videos like these, just let me know and I'll just do my videos like these. Or if you guys like when I talk about only one subject and I hit the Bible verses, let me know too. I like to do new stuff, so yeah, guys, just let me know. Well, now I'm gonna be jumping into the fourth point. Sorry about that. All right, guys, now I'm gonna be hitting point number 4, which is earthquakes and other natural catastrophes. I found a couple Bible verses where he speaks about that, so I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys now. The first Bible verse is going to be found in Mark chapter 13, verse 8. So let's see what the Lord says. It says, bear with me. Oh, "Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in many parts of the world, as well as famines. But this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come." So right here, he's saying pretty much, yeah, and it's birth. We're only living in the birth points, guys. We're only living birth pains right now. There's more to come. He just said it right here, which is kind of crazy. I don't even know what else is gonna come, guys. I don't know about you, but I know the Lord's gonna be with us. He's with us all the way. He's protecting us and stuff. But it's crazy to see all the stuff that's going on around the world, But yeah, guys. Hopefully, many of our brothers and sisters wake up and God rips that blindfold that Satan has put around their eyes, and they finally wake up and follow Jesus. Let's declare that, let's believe that, and let's have faith. Not to ever lose faith or believe or hope. That God is working, because He's always working. So we may not see it at times, but He's doing His thing. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to jump into the next Bible verse. And that's going to be found in Matthew chapter 24, Bible verse 7. So I'm going to go ahead and read it for you guys. It says, "Nation will go to war against nation once more, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world." He just says that in this chapter, but in Mark he says, it's just the beginning of birth pains. And I myself don't know what it's like to have birth pains because I don't have kids, but I'm sure a lot of you sisters know exactly what he's talking about. I don't know, how that experience feels, because I don't have kids. But for you, my sisters, I know, let me know down in the comment below. I would really appreciate it. And if not, contact me directly. But I'm going to be jumping into the next Bible verse, so bear with me, guys. Alright, guys, now we're going to be jumping into Zechariah chapter 14, Bible verses 4 and 5. And that says, on that day his feet will stand on the Mount of Olives, east of Jerusalem. And the Mount of Olives will split apart, making a wide valley running from east to west. Half the mountain will move towards the north, and half toward the south. You will flee through this valley, for it will reach across to Azal. Yes, you can. Yes, you will flee as you did from the earthquake in the days of King Uzziah of Judah. Then the Lord, my God, will come, and all his holy ones with him. Wow. So right here, he's talking about that he's going to be, I just read it. Bear with me. That he's going to stand on Mount of Olives. And right there, there would be, it's going to split apart. And there's going to be a wide valley running from east to west. It says half the mountain will move towards north and half toward south. You will flee through this valley, for it will reach across to Azal. See? So it's saying that, yeah, we are going to flee pretty much here. And then the Lord will come with all his holy ones, he says, with him. So, wow, that's gonna be amazing, guys. That's gonna be awesome. Don't know when this is gonna happen. But we will have to wait for it, But with that being said, now I'm going to be jumping into the next Bible verse. Alright, guys, now we're going to be reading Isaiah 29, verse 6. So that says, I, the Lord of heaven's armies, will act for you with thunder and earthquake and great noise, with whirlwind and storm and consuming fire. So he's saying that he's going to act, and his armies, they're going to act for us with thunder and earthquake and great noise and whirlwind and storm and consuming fire. That's how the Lord is going to act for us, he says. To pretty much act or fight for us, is the right word. But with that being said, guys, now I'm going to be jumping into the next Bible verse. Alright, now we're going to be jumping into Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. So let's see what the Lord's going to tell us. I'm sorry about that, guys. I am the Lord, and I do not change. That is why you descendants of Jacob are not already destroyed. He said, wow. So he's pretty much telling us here he has not changed, or he wouldn't ever change. In other words, because in another chapter I read, another verse I read, he says he's the same, and he is not going to change. So he's the same Lord pretty much of yesterday, about 200,000 years ago. He's the same. He's not going to change. So yeah, guys, that was my fourth point, and I read a couple Bible verses based on earthquakes and other natural catastrophes. Now I'm gonna hit my fifth point, so let's get at it, guys. Alright, guys, we have come down to the last point of this video. Like I said, it's 20 points, but I split it in 4 videos because it's very long, and these points are very good that I'm hitting, and I'm also sharing Bible verses based where he speaks of these points that I decided to make for you guys. And these are signs you need to know, signs you need to watch out, and you need to know, of course, for God's second coming. So I hope you guys stay tuned and you come back, and you keep coming back, and you just join the family. But this is gonna be the last point of this video, and stay tuned for more, guys. So bear with me. So this point I'm gonna be hitting is based on diseases and epidemics. So I'm going to read a couple Bible verses based on that point that I'm gonna hit. So bear with me, guys, as I find the chapter and the verse. Alright, guys, the first Bible verse I'm going to be reading for this point is found in Revelation chapter 6, Bible verses 7 and 8. So let's see. It says, when the Lamb broke the fourth seal, I heard the fourth living being say, come. I looked up and saw a horse whose color was pale green. Its rider was named Death, and his companion was the grave. These two were given authority over 1/4 of the earth to kill with the sword and famine and disease and wild animals. Wow. So right here he's pretty much saying that this individual riding the pale horse is going to be given authority to kill with his sword and famine and disease. So there will be diseases and epidemics around the world, and see, so this is good. That's why I'm hitting this point with you guys. And there's other good points that I have that I decided to split in 4 videos, but I'm gonna be hitting 5 points every time, so you guys stay tuned for that. Okay, guys, but I'm gonna be jumping into the next Bible verse. Alright, guys, the next Bible verse is going to be found in Matthew chapter 24 verse 7. So it says, nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. I've read this chapter many times because this is where he speaks of earthquakes and famine and other stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna jump into the next Bible verse. Alright, guys, now I'm going to be jumping into Deuteronomy chapter 28, Bible verse 1 and 2. So let's see what the Lord says. And it says, if you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully keep all his commands that I am giving you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations of the world. You will experience all these blessings if you obey the Lord your God. So right here he's telling us that we fully obey the Lord and carefully keep all his commands that he's giving us today. He will set us above and high all nations of the world. And we will experience all the blessings if we obey the Lord. He's pretty much telling us that, you know. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna be jumping into the next Bible verse. Alright, guys, now we're gonna be jumping into 2 Samuel chapter 21 verse, which is first. Alright, guys, it says, once again the anger of the Lord burned against Israel, and he caused David to harm them by taking a census. Sorry about that. Go and count the people of Israel and Judah, the Lord told him. So what do you guys think of all this that I'm reading, you know, that I'm hitting a couple points for you guys, signs, you know, to be aware of and look out for God's second return. There's more, like I said, but I cut it into 4 videos because they're pretty long. And I think it's best like that, you know. If you guys like these type of videos, let me know down in the comments below or contact me directly, and I'll be more than glad to make videos like this, you know. But with all that being said, guys, I'm jumping into the next Bible verse. Alright, guys, now we're gonna be jumping into James chapter 2 verses 14 through 17. So I'm gonna read quite a little bit here, so let's get at it. Okay, And that says, what good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith but don't show it by your actions? Can that kind of faith save anyone? Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say goodbye and have a good stay. Stay warm and eat well, but then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do? It says, so you see, faith by itself isn't enough unless it produces good deeds. It is dead and useless. So right here he's telling us, sorry about that. He's talking about faith. He says that I guess if we don't do certain things, then our faith is useless. Is dead and useless. He's saying right here, like if one of our brothers and sisters, he just said it right here. If they come and they tell us a certain situation that and expect us to help, if we could, then of course we will, and if not, then we'll try to help them by letting them know what other person can help if we're not available. That's another good thing to do, because the Lord is watching everything and everybody, and he knows if we're saying the truth or not. So it's best that we help our brothers and sisters in whatever we can, if we could and if we are able to, but sometimes we're not able to. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I'm jumping into the next Bible verse. All right, guys, now I'm gonna be jumping into James. It's still James chapter 2, same chapter, just verse 26. He says right here, just as the body is dead without breath, so also faith is dead without good works. So he's pretty much saying here that a faith that doesn't do good work, good deeds, is dead as well as a body, it says right here. So I encourage you guys to do good deeds, if you haven't yet, or you new to this. The Lord always says to do good deeds and to help others, because our recompense comes from him, not from others, and don't ever expect anything back in return as well. So with that being said, guys, I'm jumping into the next Bible verse. All right, my fam bam and new friends that are here with me, now I'm going to be jumping into Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I'm going to read verses 15 all the way through 28. So this one's a little bit long, so bear with me, guys. So it's 15, let me find it, all the way to 28. So it says, but if you refuse to listen to the Lord your God, and do not obey all the commands and decrees I am giving you today, all these curses will come and overwhelm you. Your towns and your fields you will be cursed. Your fruit baskets and bread boards will be cursed. Your children and your crops will be cursed. The offspring of your herds and flocks will be cursed. Wherever you go and whatever you do will be cursed. The Lord himself will send on you curses, confusion, and frustration in everything you do, until at last you are completely destroyed for doing evil and abandoning me. The Lord will afflict you with diseases until none of you are left in the land you are about to enter and occupy. The Lord will strike you with wasting diseases, fever and inflammation, with scorching heat and drought, and with blight and mildew. These disasters will pursue until you die. The skies above will be as unyielding and as bronze, and the earth beneath will be as hard as iron. The Lord will change the rain that falls on your land into powder, and dust will pour down from the sky until you are destroyed. The Lord will cause you to be defeated by your enemies, and will attack your enemies from one direction. but you will scatter from them in 7. You will be an object of horror to all the kingdoms of the earth. Your corpses will be food for all the scavenging birds and wild animals, and no one will be there to chase them away. The Lord will afflict you with the boils of Egypt and with tumors, scurvy, and the itch, from which you cannot be cursed. Oh, you cannot be cured. I'm sorry about that. The Lord will strike you with madness, blindness, and panic. Wow, He's going to do all of that, I guess, to those who have left Him that knew Him. And for those who don't obey as well. So, my fellow brothers and sisters and family and friends that are here with me, I encourage you all to not leave the Lord and to do your best, because when the Lord gets angry, He gets angry, and I guess He brings all of this. And that sounds horrible, my friends, my brothers and sisters. I do not want to be part of that. So I do my best every day to be good, I'm not perfect by any means, because nobody is. And as you heard, I've been, kind of nervous throughout this whole video and screwing up here and there, but I'm not perfect, so don't judge me. Only God can judge me. But with that being said, guys, this was the first video of 5 points that I'm hitting. So stay tuned for the next second part of these 5 points. So remember, I'm going to be making 4 videos. But, since I post English and then Spanish teachings in 1 week, the second week I always post the devotional and the prayer and the promises, and the third week I always post poetry. So you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit until I get to the teaching week. So it's gonna be about the 4th week, I would say. So stay tuned, guys, for the second part, third part, and fourth. It's gonna take a little while, but it's gonna be worth it, because I'm hitting very good points that you guys need to be aware of, and signs that of the Lord's second coming. So with that being said, guys, I love every single one of you. God bless you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Don't forget to share, comment, and like, and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when I upload a new video. With all that being said, guys, I love every single one of you, and God bless every single one of you. Much love and respect. This was your sister in Christ, the saved one. Peace.